morning, everyone. I am coming at you looking absolutely beautiful. People always say that you should save your best self for the internet, and I say I do, because exhibit A. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's quite early this morning as I'm starting this vlog. As you can see, I've got the main light on because that is a very loud car going past. It's still very early in the morning. It's about quarter to 8, I think. I've been up for about an hour, and I woke up this morning just really struggling to get out of bed. I just felt absolutely knackered, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to just apply a eye mask just to kind of wake myself up. This is the PETITE, grab it, the PETITE Detoxify Eye. Which I absolutely adore. It's a depuffing eye patches, and they have hyaluronic acid and caffeine in them, which just really helps in terms of like depuffing, smoothing, and also just kind of like waking your like eye bags up a little bit and just kind of like making you look a little bit more awake and alive and ready to start your day. So I'm currently just sitting, giving myself a little bit of a pamper, because sometimes I think I'm very like go in the morning, and I don't often just let myself like stop, breathe, you know, have a minute and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, this morning I'm just gonna sit, let myself have these kind of eye patches on, let myself have a little bit of a pamper this morning. I've got to do my morning post in about 15 minutes. Yep. If you don't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I post every morning at like 8 AM. It's just like such a ritual now for me, and I really like it because it's like a great way to start my day. That's like do you have one of those things, if you work say in an office or something, do you have one of those things where like once you get into the office, like you do that one thing and you're like, okay, that's the working day has started now? For me, it's my morning post. So I always post at 8 AM, and then I'm like, right, the working day has started, let's go. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, have my morning cup of tea, do my morning post, and just let myself just be a little bit, because I don't often let myself do that in the morning. I do apologise if those earlier clips were a little bit fuzzy. I didn't realise I had you in a weird setting. I seem to have knocked my camera or something, but I thought we could get ready this morning because I have actually changed up some bits in my routine. I know, shock horror, and I thought I would like chat through some of the bits I've changed up, and what I'm like using at the moment and stuff. Let me just tuck this in. Nothing worse than a robe slipping open. So this morning for my skincare, obviously I've already like cleansed and moisturised and all that good stuff, but I've been using some different products. So, well, I mean, this isn't different, but number one is the Clinique 92 hours, yeah, 96 hour Hydra, it's really hard to see because I've like used so much, Hydro Filler Concentrate. Absolutely love this for eye cream. It's like my favourite thing in the world. And then I used the Pixie Plus Rose Essence Oil, which I absolutely love. Like, you can see that it's kind of obviously like different. The oil is kind of just separated, but I just like gave it a little shake just to like get it all together, and I absolutely loved it. It was actually really nice, very nice and hydrating. And then lastly, in terms of moisturiser, I use the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion. I quite like that because it's not too heavy, but it's a little bit thicker than the jelly, so it's very nice for like more of a wintry moisturiser now that we are officially coming into autumn winter, which I don't know if I'm overly happy about. No, I am. I'm excited for Christmas. I'm not happy about the darkness, not happy about how cold it can get, but I'm kind of loving the autumnal styling at the moment. I'm really having fun with my Instagram feed at the moment and all of my outfits and stuff like that, and you guys seem to be loving it as well, which makes me very happy. Why did my hand look like a completely different colour to my arm then? I promise you it's not. Lighting is weird right now. I think, can you see behind me? I've still got the hallway light on because it is still rather dark. It's just about light enough now to do my makeup. Starting with the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. Absolutely love this. This is the illuminating one. This is the same one that I've been using throughout summer, but I have been using it so much and I still do not feel like I'm getting close to the end because it's just such a good primer. Like, it lasts so well. You only need a pea-size amount, and it's a really nice one just to create like a really illuminated base. I did sometimes find in the past with other primers that like they would just be a bit flat on my face, and like I just felt that after applying makeup on top, my makeup still felt very flat, and I really didn't like that. Then in terms of foundation, I have changed my foundation a little bit. So I was using the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser, but to be perfectly honest, I think it's a bit dark for me, and I don't have one shade lighter. I've got my like non-fake tan shade, and then this one's usually my fake tan shade, but I'd say this is more of like a summery fake tan. And I've been looking at myself in vlogs recently going, you look a little bit too like very bronzed. I think in winter I prefer a little bit more of a subtle bronze. Like I still use my fake tan in winter, but I don't use the like dark fake tan. I usually go for a bit more of like a medium coverage. So I've decided I'm going to stop using this now for winter, and I'm going back to one of my faves, the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser. I absolutely adore this. This is in the shade 1N2 Vanilla, and it's a really nice, again, still quite like tanned and still quite like a little bit bronzed for me, but not as bronzed as the NARS one. So I think it's the perfect autumn shade. Also, can we just appreciate, I washed my makeup brushes yesterday, and is there anything better than like lovely freshly washed makeup brushes? I always find like my eye ones, they just feel so nice when you freshly wash them. Is there anything more satisfying? I think not. I'm then going to be using the Chanel Tan de Chanel bronze, which I absolutely love. It was more of a summery bronzer, and I am debating whether to switch, but I am still loving that kind of like bronzed glow that it gives. If you guys are new around here and you don't know my bronzing technique, this might look very scary, but what I usually like to do is basically apply it with a expert face brush from Real Techniques to literally like really get that contour line, and then kind of like leave it for a little bit just to let it oxidize, because I do find with this bronzer that it does oxidize quite a lot. I have found in the past when I kind of like did that and then buffed it in straight away, it would sometimes look a little bit like whoa later, because I was like, oh, it didn't quite maybe blend that in as much as I needed to, and things like that. I think 90% of my other makeup is kind of similar, so I'm just going to rush through that because you guys would have already seen it and I don't want it to get too boring. So I'm just going to do brows and the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, onto mascara. Now, I'm actually using a new mascara because my favourite Lancome Idole is kind of drying out now. I think it's getting a little bit old, so I probably need to chuck that. And I know I've spoken about it a couple of times, but I really like in autumn, winter to go for something just a little bit more va-va-voom when it comes to mascara. So I'm going to be trying the Lancome Hypnose, which I've never tried before. I got sent it in PR, and I'm very excited to give it a go. So wand wise, I like the wand. It's more of like a natural fibre wand, which is great. Wow, that focus. Is that giving you a headache? Literally sat here for like 10 minutes trying to get it to focus, and it will just not. So unfortunately, you can't see the wand very well. Maybe if I hold it there, you can see it better. But it's like a natural bristle wand, which I really like. And the way that I kind of like do my mascara, I'm going to put it back in before it dries out. The way I do my mascara, I saw an Instagram reel actually of a girl doing this trick, and she did it on one eye, not the other. And honestly, the difference, I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I think I've seen a big difference. And basically, you rub the mascara as you go up. So you kind of like, not obviously rub it into your eye, but like you just kind of like wiggle it as you go up, and I definitely think it makes a difference. So I'm using that technique at the moment and I love it. Well, that is beautiful. Do you want to know the weirdest thing about this mascara is, you know that feeling when you put on mascara and you can just kind of feel your lashes being coated? I'm not getting that feeling, which is really nice. So I feel like it's one of those where you just don't really feel it on your eyes, but I will obviously let you know how it fares throughout the day, whether it kind of like smudges and stuff, or like drops out. But I really love the look of that. I love how long makes my lashes. Do you want to know something really funny? Actually, I'm quite lucky that I do have quite naturally dark lashes. They're like dark and straight, so I find that with the mascara it just kind of like elongates them and curves them a little bit. I actually, the other day, went the whole day and I kept looking at myself in the mirror like, something just feels wrong, like I don't know what I've done wrong. And it wasn't until I was editing back the video, because I was vlogging that day, I'd forgotten to put mascara on, and I was like, oh my god, that's why my face looks weird. How funny is that? I think it was the vlog where I talk about manifestation. So let me know if you can notice that I don't have mascara on, because honestly it's so funny that I did that. Right, next I'm going to be applying the Laura Mercier, this is the translucent loose setting powder. I know I kind of like unboxed it and tried it with you guys recently, and I love it, absolutely love it. I've literally been using it every day since. It's so great. If you're someone whose makeup smudges a lot, and like you want something to keep it in place but don't want to like mattify your skin, this is perfect. And I find this paired with the primer, and then if I need like an extra dose, I'll spray the Max Fix Plus setting spray. My face doesn't budge, and I absolutely love it. So what I do basically is you kind of just tap into the lid like a so, can you see in there? And then you just kind of like swirl your brush around. This is a Bobbi Brown sheer powder brush, which I like because it's not too much. And then you just like swirl your brush around, almost like you're stirring soup or something. And then apply where needed. Now, I'm not an overly shiny person just in general, so I'm like confident applying it literally everywhere. But if you're someone who maybe gets a lot of shine on like your forehead or your chin, maybe just go for like a normal powder. There is the Laura Mercier just like loose setting powder that isn't the like shine plus whatever this is called, light catcher, and this is in the shade Honey Star, which is a lovely shade. I kind of thought it might be a bit dark for me, but actually I don't think it really matters all that much. So yeah. And then on my lips, I've been really enjoying the combo of the Clinique lip liner in the shade something Alabasca, isn't it? Oh no, Intense Sassafras. Love that. And then the YSL lipstick, I've been loving that combo. It's like a little bit lighter and a little bit more like Barbie pink, but I kind of like it. Et voila! Now I'm just going to do my hair. I'm going to straighten it today. I washed it last night. This is it, just kind of like naturally dried. It's a little bit Hermione-esque sometimes. Don't think it's too bad today actually. So I know I recently went through my kind of like straightening routine with you guys, so I'm not going to bore you again. If you want to see how I do my hair, I will link that vlog for you guys to watch. I literally cannot remember what vlog I featured in, so I'm going to have to scroll through my channel, but it was a vlog really recently. Can't remember what it was off the top of my head. So I'm just gonna whiz through that now, get my hair nice and straightened so I can get ready for the day. My favorite time of day is, guys, that first sip of coffee moment. It is literally just my fave. But I just wanted to quickly sit down. Hang on, I'm gonna need to put my coffee down. I wanted to quickly sit down and talk a little bit about how I'm getting on with the Typology hair like scalp oil. I was sent these recently and I unboxed them, and a few of you said you really wanted to hear it. I think a lot of you didn't actually realise about the fact that I have like a really flaky scalp. I don't think I've really spoken about it much on here. But basically I have this like weird little bit of eczema right at the bottom of my scalp, and I have to be very careful about like what shampoos I use and conditioners and basically what I put on my hair. I'm quite okay with like all of the colour and stuff, but I don't think I really go high enough or like deep enough that it would ever even touch my scalp, especially like at the back and stuff. So I think maybe that's why I've never had an issue. But basically I was recently sent these oils from Typology, and the one that I was most kind of interested in is the Bisabol and Cotton Extract Scalp Treatment. And I've been using it for a little while, and I have to say it's really working. One thing I will say is it's kind of tricky to apply in the sense of, I found this with a lot of Typology products. Their pipettes are not the best in the world. Like, I do find them a little bit difficult to kind of like get the product out, and sometimes you have to really sit there and like literally squeeze it, and then a little bit will come out. So that's the only thing I will say, is that sometimes it can be a bit tricky to use. But in terms of the actual product, it's been really great on my hair. I've really loved being able to like apply it. I usually do it maybe like the night before a hair wash. If I'm washing my hair that day, I'll just do it like a few hours before the hair wash. And I just find it very soothing and very calming, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And I definitely have noticed kind of a bit less inflammation on the back of my scalp. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little update about that because I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'll link this one down below in the description box if you also have a like flaky scalp, if you also struggle with either dandruff or eczema or anything like that. I would love to know actually, guys, what shampoos you recommend, because I'm thinking of switching up my shampoos a little bit. I think for me personally, my scalp, you know, I don't know if it's a myth or like if it's true, you know, the kind of saying that you should switch up your shampoos fairly regularly because your hair gets used to it. I definitely find that with my scalp, and I think I just want to switch up my shampoos a little bit just to kind of like give it a bit of a refresh. And I'm thinking of trying the Function of Beauty ones. I know a lot of YouTubers work with them and rave about them. I've never like done like a personalized kind of delivery with shampoos before, so I don't really know what to expect. So if you guys have ever tried them, let me know. Have you had a good experience with Function of Beauty? Like what scents do you go for? What kind of like do you put in? Like I would love to know, because I'm thinking about trying it and seeing how it will work with like my dry, flaky, itchy scalp. So let me know if you've ever tried it. It will really help me out. Just a quick little outfit of the day, not forgetting my little slippers. These are my new little fluffy ones. I had my old pink ones for a while, but I'm like switching between them. These still need kind of like, not breaking in, but you know when they're quite tight, so they just kind of need like softening at the moment. So I keep switching back to my old pink ones because they're just a bit like, you know, when something's just really old and worn in. But I do really love these, so I'll link these down below because they're really nice and fluffy. I'm wearing my new look dress that I featured in my wardrobe switchover. Absolutely love it. You know autumn has hit when the jumper dresses are back out. I absolutely adore this dress. It comes in black and like a really gorgeous camel colour from last year. I think I managed to find the exact dress, or at least I found something really similar. No wait, I think I found something similar on River Island. I will link it down below in the description box for you, but I really, really love it. I think black for me with jumper dresses are just a win because they're so like flattering, they're so figure hugging and shaping, and I definitely think I want to add more jumper dresses into my collection. So let me know your favourite place to shop jumper dresses, if there's any you've seen on the high street that you really like, that you think I would enjoy, because I'm just loving wearing them. So we have had a little bit of a delivery arrive that I wanted to unbox with you guys and try on and style up and show you, because this is actually a really, really exciting haul, because a good friend of mine, Annie, she has done a stunning edit with Oasis from their petite section. If you don't follow her, I'll link her Instagram down below because she's an absolute sweetheart. She is such a babe, and she's just like one of those people that's just like so supportive. Like we comment on each other's posts all the time, and like her style is stunning, and she has done an amazing edit with Oasis in their petite collection. So this is going to be a little bit of like an autumn winter petite haul for all of my girls that much prefer shopping in petite sections. I know that like I always shop from like a massive mixture of like normal, petite, all of that jazz, but I know a lot of you guys much prefer shopping from dedicated petite sections. You just find the fit a bit better. So all of these items are petite, and I'm so excited about them because there are so many gorgeous pieces. So what I will do is I will link below to her collection with Oasis, as well as all the individual items and all the sizes that I pick them up in and stuff like that. So Oasis have been so kind to send these pieces over so that I can show you guys. Obviously a big part of my job is being able to like show you new in pieces, and the fact that this is such a stunning like autumn winter edit on Oasis excites me so much, and I'm so excited to be able to show you guys these new pieces. So without further ado, let's jump in and I can show you what I chose. Now first of all, I'm going to start with this stunning trench. Now I know I talk about my Burberry trench all the time, and I talk about how much I love trench coats and how much I love trench styling, and I know that a lot of you always ask me for great high street versions and also great petite versions, because I do find some trenches can be just a little bit too oversized and they don't quite fit us, and they can just look a little bit like big. So I'm so excited to show you this one. This is actually like a much deeper colour than my Burberry, which is why I chose it. I really, really love this like a bit more of like a darker brown, which I absolutely adore. Now it does come with a belt, which weirdly wasn't attached, so I've just kind of chucked it over there. I will attach it when I try the coat on, but it's just so stunning. And I love the length. Like I feel like it's going to be such a nice length. This button detail as well. Can we just appreciate? Can we just appreciate? Look at that. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I picked this up in a 12 because I always size up in my trenches just because I would rather have them a little bit loose, because I mean they are the kind of thing that you can cinch in, you can belt, so like it's better to be too big than too small, and also it means that I can fit layers underneath for when the weather gets a bit colder. We can fit jumpers, hoodies, sweaters, whatever your heart desires. So I just thought this is such a gorgeous trench coat, and for all of my girls that have been begging me to find the perfect petite high street trench, you're welcome. Are you going to be able to take me seriously trying all these pieces on with my slippers? Probably not, but here we are. I couldn't be bothered to change. I love this coat. This is so gorgeous. The length is stunning. It just comes like right to my knees, which is lovely. I've just put it on with a jumper dress. I don't think it quite goes with a jumper dress, but with maybe like trousers or even like a short dress and tights, I think would look lovely. I've just like cinched it in and belted it up, and I've got like the collar up, and I absolutely adore it. It does feel very different to my Burberry, so I'm very glad about that, because it means that it's not like a waste, you know, to have two of like really similar items. They definitely do feel different, so I absolutely adore this. I feel like Oasis have done so well with this coat. For a high street trench, I think it's really high quality. I mean, I do notice differences in terms of like quality, just with little things like when you're belting in at the belt, the like bits where the belt goes through aren't like metal, so they're a little bit tricky to find, but as long as you can get past that, you know, it's fine. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this up. I think it's so gorgeous. The color is stunning, the length is stunning, the fit is stunning. I'm very impressed. Next up we have a pair of jeans. Now I feel like this is something that has been missing in my autumn winter wardrobe, and that is a pair of black straight leg, like just perfect denim jeans. I absolutely adore these. You guys will know I love my ASOS petite ones, and I definitely think when it comes to jeans, the ones that are like my favorites in my collection have all been from petite sections. I just think because they deliberately make it for a shorter body, they seem to fit a bit better. So I wanted to pick up a pair of black ones. Now I do have the ASOS black distressed ones, but I don't have any black jeans that are just like normal, no distressing on the bottom, no ripped knees or anything like that. And I feel like it's such a staple in your autumn winter wardrobe. Like it's one of those items that you literally will get so much wear out of and just looks so chic and elegant. And one of the things I love about these is this little patch. I love that. That is so cute. It looks so not designer, but you know what I mean? Like it just looks so much more expensive. You wouldn't have expected these to be Oasis jeans. Now I picked them up in a 12, and I'm not gonna lie, they do look rather tiny. So I am gonna have to see what they are like in terms of fit, because they are a stiff denim, which if you guys know, I much prefer a stiff denim. I am not the kind of person that likes stretchy denim. I know that it's like slightly comfier, but I just find stretchy denim doesn't look as chic, as elegant, and like especially throughout the day when you're, I don't know, standing, sitting, walking, and they've stretched and you get that like wrinkles like around the knees, around the bum. I just don't like that. I much prefer my denim to be a lot more rigid, stay in place a lot more, and I just think this could be the answer to all of my prayers. Now the jeans, I will say they are tight, like quite tight, but they do fit really nicely. I think they will loosen up over time. I know I said they are very like stiff denim, but I do think they will loosen when I wear them a little bit, and especially once I've like washed them a couple of times. I love how black they are. Like I do not own a pair of jeans that are this black, and I think I've really been missing something like that for my wardrobe. Like, these are so perfect and will be lovely for like evening wear as well, which is really nice because it means there's lots of different ways I can wear them. The length is perfect. I know I've got my slippers on, but the length is so perfect in terms of just hits the ground, which means perfect. They're going to look great with trainers or boots or absolutely anything in your wardrobe. I can think of so many different ways I'm going to style these up, so I would definitely recommend picking them up. I think especially for high street denim, I'm very impressed with the quality of them. I think they're just absolutely beautiful. Okay, next up I picked up a little t-shirt. Now I don't know if it's maybe a little bit too late in the season, but I feel like here in the UK our like autumn weather doesn't always stay consistent, so sometimes it can get a little bit warmer and a little bit colder. So I thought, you know what, it's worth adding into my wardrobe, because I've been really loving adding t-shirts into my wardrobe. Just like really casual, loose, oversized baggy tees. I think they look so cool, especially for like weekend styling, styled with like some wide leg jeans and maybe just like a jacket thrown over the top. I absolutely adore it. And there's one color I cannot stop thinking about this autumn winter, and that is green. You guys know how obsessed I am with green, and khaki green is definitely one of my favorite tones of green because I just find it so flattering. If you're someone that doesn't like black, but you do want to kind of experiment with darker colours, obviously darker colours are usually a bit more flattering. If you're someone who doesn't really like black for autumn winter, but you want to kind of like embrace the darker colours, I would definitely say khaki green is a great one. Khaki greens and browns I think are great to jump on board because they're a lot softer on your skin tone. They're not as like harsh, they're not as dark, but they still have that like really autumnal vibe. So I absolutely love this. I think start up with like some nice necklaces, some nice like jewellery. I think this could look so chic. I absolutely adore this top. Now I'm just wearing it untucked so that you guys can see what it looks like. Obviously I would not style it this way, but I love the length. It's like not too long, which I really like, so it means it's going to be really nice just to like tuck into trousers and stuff for autumn, winter. You could even wear it just like a half tuck like that. I think looks really cool, very like undone, very kind of like I've barely thought this through, yet somehow really chic and elegant. But I love the colour. I think the colour is just so gorgeous. This khaki green is really flattering, and definitely a colour that I would definitely recommend picking up if you're not the biggest fan of black. But I just think with my necklace and maybe a few other like gold chains, this would look so cute. Okay, next is an item that I have been on the hunt for the perfect this for so long. I can't even tell you how long. I think since about maybe winter of last year, and I literally have not been able to find the perfect one, and I think I finally found it. Oh wow, that is very bright. Sorry, it is like very white, but oh my goodness, I think I finally found the perfect white blazer, and I can't tell you how long I've been looking for this. And I know I have my kind of like off-white one from Amazon, but it's very light, it's very summery, it's like a linen kind of fabric, and I just can't make it work for autumn winter. So when I saw this in the collection, I literally gasped. It is so stunning. I mean, does this not look like Balmain-esque? I adore it. It's actually quite interesting that it's got silver hardware. If you can see, the buttons are silver, which I kind of would have expected them to go gold, but I quite like it. It's a little bit different, and you guys know I'm never against mix matching my metals. I will happily wear my gold jewellery and like gold hardware on a bag with the silver buttons. I never see an issue with that. Now I did pick up in a 12. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking small, so I'm gonna have to try it on. I mean, this is definitely more of like a tailored blazer, and it is the kind of blazer that I wouldn't exactly wear like loose, baggy, oversized. It's much more of like a, I mean business, I'm ready to see Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada and give her a piece of my mind. I am ready for my meeting. I'm ready to be a businesswoman. It's that kind of blazer, or even maybe like an evening blazer, but I just think it's absolutely stunning. I just think it is absolutely stunning. I cannot get over this blazer. Oh my goodness, I am in love with this blazer. How stunning is this? The fit is just gorgeous. It's so tailored, which I absolutely adore. Obviously this one's kind of coming up a bit because I've got my arm up, but I just love the tailoring of it. It's absolutely stunning. It is a little tight. I'm very glad I got it in a 12. Kind of wish I got it in a 14, but then it wouldn't have like maybe fitted in this nice and snug way. So just something to know, you will want to size up at least once in this. It is quite small fitted, but I just love the fitting of it. I love the buttons. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. They look so expensive and high-end. I'm very impressed with this. I think this is just the most gorgeous blazer. I'm going to get so much wear out of it for like events, meetings, anything that I just want to feel really elevated and confident in myself. I think I'm going to reach for this blazer because it's just so beautiful. And then the last thing to show you is this absolutely stunning wool coat. Now I've been adding a few coats into my collection already, ready for winter. I feel like now is the time to pick up like the best coats because they sell out really quickly, and I realized I don't have a coat that's like this color, this really like gorgeous kind of caramelly color, and I'm obsessed with this color this autumn winter. Like I have been wearing it so much, paired with browns and neutrals and beiges. I just think it looks so elegant. Now this is definitely real wool. I can like feel it in the fabric, so it's a little bit itchy on the outside, but obviously the inside is like lined, so it won't be itchy at all. Yeah, it's even lined on the sleeves, which I think is very good for high street. Sometimes high street coats aren't lined on the sleeves, and I hate that because I'm like, well, I'm now going to get chilly arms because you haven't lined the sleeves. But I just think this is stunning. Another coat that would be like perfect for workwear. I know so many of you guys always ask me about workwear items. I think this would be so gorgeous for like on the move to the office, going for meetings and things like that. I think I picked this up in a 12. Oh no, I picked this one up in a 10. This one's a little bit oversized, so I'm glad I got it in a 10 actually, because I think a 12 would have been a bit too big. But I just think this is going to be such a gorgeous, really cozy yet chic and elegant coat for winter. And then last but certainly not least is the wool coat. This is gorgeous. Looks really nice with this jumper dress as well, actually, because it just kind of pokes out underneath, which I think is lovely. It's such a gorgeous fit. I'm glad I got it in the 10, actually. I'm surprised I did. Normally with these kind of coats, I size up. I think it's a stunning silhouette, a stunning colour. This like really deep, it's not like a brown, but it's not like a beige, it's almost like a mustardy beige. I think it's really gorgeous. I do need to steam it though. As you can see, it's a little bit creased up from the back, but I just think for work this is going to be the most stunning coat. I know so many of you guys are going to want this for the office now that we're all starting to return. I think this is absolutely beautiful. So beautiful. Honestly, we just need a little round of applause because the edit on Oasis is so gorgeous, and I'm so proud of my girl. So yeah, make sure to go and check it out. Head to the edit and let me know what your favorite item was. And honestly guys, I apologize in advance to your bank balances because you guys are gonna be wanting to shop everything in this edit as I did. I had to be really restrained in what I chose because there were so many gorgeous pieces, so I'm really excited to have added those into my collection. And yeah, thank you so much to Oasis and Ellie for sending those over and for like choosing me to kind of like test run the edit because I'm so obsessed with everything. I hope that the lighting from that little haul was okay. It was really dark this morning, so I decided to get out my studio light. It seems to have lightened up a little bit now. It's really weird because it feels really dark and flat, but the camera always kind of picks it up a little bit differently. So I hope the lighting was okay in that. Let me know if it wasn't and I will do my best to kind of like rectify it, because now that we are in autumn and kind of heading into winter, lighting is going to be a big struggle coming up. But I have received a new little delivery. I'm just going to cover my address from Ren, which I wanted to unbox things. We were talking about like new skincare updates and things like that because, as I said, I'm changing things up a little bit and I'm kind of loving it. And I just love Ren skincare. Like, they have some really gorgeous products. They're quite like delicate on your skin, which I really like. So we've just got a little note here that says, "Hi there, we hope you love trying out the brand, the new Bioretinoid Youth Serum, now available at Space NK. I will link it down below for you guys." So is this the same thing? Right, so we have 3 different products here, all that are part of the Bioretinoid range. So we have the Youth Cream, which sounds very interesting. I don't know if I will be keeping this myself. I might. Yeah, if this is specifically targeting fine lines and wrinkles, I might give this to my mum because it's not really something I have to worry about yet being in my 20s. But obviously when it comes to retinoids, it's not just for youth. So I think in terms of the serum, which I've got here, I definitely will keep this for myself. So this is the Youth Serum. I mean, it says on the packaging that it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. But one thing that I love about retinoids is I just find it very like reformulating on my skin. Is that even a word, reformulating? I may have just made up that word. Basically, I find it very revitalizing, and it kind of just gives my skin a new lease of life. I love it when I've had like a busy, heavy day. Like, say I've been in London and, you know, I've been like doing a lot that day and I've been wearing makeup. I love just like using a good retinoid at the end of the day just to feel like I've really like just resurfaced my skin. So we have the serum, and then we also have the concentrate oil, which sounds really nice. I often actually use retinoids when I have breakouts because I find it's really handy for when you have a breakout. So and all of their products are 100% recyclable glass bottles, and their dropper is made with post-industrial recycled plastic, which I absolutely love. So this is what the oil looks like, which looks absolutely fabulous. I had the Ren serum and I won't lie, I used that up really quickly because it was like such a gentle serum that I used it quite a lot. So I'm really excited. I think serum is one of those ones where I love trying different serums. Like, I just find that really fun. When it comes to moisturizer, eye cream, I kind of stick to the same thing, but when it comes to serums, I absolutely love trying new things. So very excited to give those a go tonight and basically get my makeup off and have a really cozy evening. And it is quite a while later now from when I filmed the last clip, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm really starting to like head towards the makeup off, clock off for the evening kind of vibe. So I think I'm gonna finish this vlog here because knowing me, it's probably gotten long enough, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what your favorite item from the haul was, and make sure to go and check out the Petite collection, as I said, especially for my girls that love Petite specific collections, because I know a lot of you guys would much rather shop from a Petite range than like a regular range. So let me know what your favorite item was. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please be sure to hit that subscribe subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.